We're going back in time, counting down the top 80 songs from the greatest pop music decade in the history of human civilization, the 1980s. You're listening to the 80 of the 80s podcast with your hosts, DJ CK1 and AK47.
I'm happy to announce that tonight's edition of 80 of 80s, where we count down the greatest songs of the decade, we have a very special guest here. Okay, that was Charlamagne the Cat. And I'm DJ CK1.
Oh, I'm AK47.
It's eating some whipped topping.
No, I'm eating cheesecake.
Why is it in a whipped topping canister?
Well, there was only a little bit of whipped topping left, and I didn't want to dirty a bowl, so I just dumped the cheesecake in there with the whipped topping.
And you just couldn't wait until we did our podcast. You're still eating.
It's good.
You just can't stop.
It's yummy cheesecake. Okay.
The whipped topping's going to melt. Number 71, as chosen by the board, we appreciate, first off, our listeners who guessed, but alas, no, it was not Martika. No one was able to guess it, but we were able to repair the Gobotron 2000. Number 71 is Laura Branigan's Self-Control. Oh. Well, we need a secret word, too.
Yes, we do.
Actually, we didn't do a secret word last week.
No, and I'm mad about that.
Yeah, and I think in order to make up for last week, maybe we should press the button twice. So let's go press it once to get the secret word, all right?
We're going to double it.
Twice the fun here. Twice the secret.
I'll press the button and you can read it. Here we go. 1, 2.
Okay, the first word, secret word, is ding. Press it again.
I already pressed it twice.
Oh. The second secret word is ding. So if any time during this podcast somebody says ding and ding, scream real loud. Let's try it out. So, hey, AK-47.
What is it?
What are your plans for tomorrow night? What are your plans for tomorrow night?
Oh, I'm belly dancing.
Ding, 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 ding. That is correct. AK-47 is going to her belly dancing lessons tomorrow. Okay, I feel like a game show coming on. To determine the worth of Miss Branigan, was she a valid artist? Let's go through several. What?
Is she a valid artist? Of course.
Well, is she a worthy artist?
Okay, so she's the female Rod Stewart.
Why?
But that doesn't
why you say Rod
make
Stewart?
her any less.
Why is she like Rod Stewart?
Because he did all these
Her
covers.
voice isn't a thing like Rod Stewart.
I'm not saying they sound the same. I'm just saying they both.
Can you see her singing hot legs?
They're like the cover king and cover queen. You know, they both do a lot of covers.
By the way, if you don't recognize my voice, it's because I have a cold, but it really makes it appropriate for imitating Rod Stewart. Actually, there's one Rod Stewart song that I like. Infatuation.
Oh.
No, actually, some guys have all the luck, too.
That's the one.
But do you know that was a cover as well?
Was it?
Yeah, Robert Palmer. All right. It's hard not to cough when you're talking about Rod Stewart. No, we're talking about Miss Branigan, though. Okay, so the first one, we're going to listen to the original version of Gloria by Umberto Tozzi. I guess that's his pronunciation, so let's hear it now. Now we're going to listen to Laura Branigan's version of Gloria. Now what we're going to do is we're going to vote for which one we like best, and we're going to tabulate the votes here at the end. So at the end of round one, who had the superior version of the song Gloria? The original 1978 version or Laura Branigan's 1982 version?
I'm going to have to go with the original version. Just the fact that it was in Italian spoke to me.
The song had a bit of a different meaning. It was originally, Gloria was about a dream girl. Laura Branigan's version, because she didn't want to come off as gay or something. It was more of her girlfriend She did rewrite, so give her some credit at least for writing some of the lyrics and make it make it more of a, hey, I'm warning you, girlfriend. Kind of like Pebbles, you know her song, or is it Pebbles or Pebbles?
Pebbles.
Girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that's a great song.
Why you treat me so bad? Okay, we're going off on a tangent.
Yes, we are.
Round 2. Will You Love Me Tomorrow from the Shirelles.
Why are you speaking like this?
This because I'm your game show host, Girl Frowny, and then coming up, round 2, Will You Love Me Tomorrow from the Shirelles.
Girl Frowny.
I think it was a little too early to be Motown, but it was Motown-y.
Yeah.
It was kind of a shindig. You could almost hear the bottoms moving left to right out on the beach. Okay, now we're going to hear the Laura Branigan's version.
The light of love is in your eyes, but will you love me tomorrow?
Okay, who wins this round?
Again, I go with the original version.
I'm not really fond of any music that's pre-70s because it's just so lo-fi. It's too lo-fi for my taste, but at least this one is more upbeat. And the Laura Branigan, she really slows it down. Kind of the theme of the show, I think, is that LB has a very good, strong, capable voice, talented lady, but doesn't mean that everything she does is going to be better, especially when she takes the energy out of a song. Okay, round 3. How am I supposed to live around you? Live around you? Live about you? So this is going to be tough. This is going to be Miss Branigan's version first. And now we're going to listen to Michael Bolton. I know it's going to be hard to pick on this one.
Torture. He makes me want to bolt.
Bolt? Well, I'm a fan again of her version. It's hard to out-rasp Mr. Bolton, but he's all rasp.
The chick who sings Betty Davis Eyes.
Right, she's all rasp.
That's worse than Michael Bolton.
Well, I think I like it because Miss Branigan has this dynamic. She can sing quiet and soft. She can sing loud and aggressive. She can sing fast. She can sing slow and more powerful.
Oh, yeah.
And yet she doesn't overdo it, and it's not overwrought and doesn't oversing. And that's why I think she definitely wins this round. Sorry, Michael Bolton fans.
I'm giving it to Laura Branigan.
And just for that high quality vote there, I will allow you to take another spoonful of cheesecake.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys, get set to get down, dance, and enjoy, because Laura Branigan is back, and we're offering for the first time ever, as a package deal, her new CD, Over My Heart, which has a great duet with Michael Bolton, and her classic debut CD, Branigan, which includes the mega hit Gloria.
Round 4. Okay, we're not going to listen to Forever Young by Alphaville because we did a couple episodes ago. I think both of these sound very similar musically, at least.
You know, I don't care for this song in the slightest either way, but I'm going to have to go with Alphaville.
I think it's hard to beat Marian Gold. I would go for Alphaville as well. So next up, we are up to round 7. Here we go. Okay, so we got Hazel Dean with that Stock Aitken Waterman punchy classic, Whatever I Do.
Wherever I go, I'm never coming back to you.
This chick is amazing.
She is wild.
She's just brilliant. I don't know, watching her, I would love to go bowling with her.
Yeah, I like it, Hazel Dean, because, again, it's all about the song, folks. We listen to music, and she sticks with the song. Miss Branigan,
Whatever I do, wherever I go, I'm
Yeah, again, I just think it's very similar. They're musically very similar, and I think one could substitute for that, but I have to give the nod to Hazel Dean as well.
I think Hazel Dean, because to me, you say they sound similar, and I guess I see that, but Hazel Dean had a little bit more of a disco kind of feel to it, I think, and at least it spoke to me that way.
Now we're up to round 13. Let's listen to one of your favorites, I know. We're talking about Cher. I'm sorry. Cher's a bit more hard rock. She's doing more of the hair metal monster ballads.
I can dig that.
Branigan's a bit more pop, a little less rock and roll. Cher had the bigger hit, though. But come on, Cher, probably one of the worst vocalists of all time.
There are many, many people who would disagree with you, though.
There's Bob Dylan, yeah.
Well, I didn't mean that. I mean, just, Cher's popular for a reason.
Well,
while we may not
be?
understand it,
Jimmy Buffett's popular for a reason.
Exactly.
That isn't, yeah, but still, I could say they totally suck, which I'm going to say right now. Cher totally sucks. Cher, you totally suck. Sucks.
Someone's a music snob. And I am actually going to vote for Cher, surprisingly.
Well, why are you so against Miss Branigan?
I'm not against Miss Branigan.
Why are you?
In
What
the
you?
slightest.
How can you say that Cher is better? Are you saying you are an anti-Branigan snob?
I didn't say Cher was a better artist. I said I like this version I like her version better.
Well, so I just
than
think,
Laura Branigan.
I just think I hear this air of superiority about your pro-Cher opinion. So, round 24. My voice is really going to give out here, but
because he's talking like this, like
yes, like I'm Girl Frowdy here with Abba. A lot of people, when they talk about the 80s influences, they'll bring up three artists. They'll say David Bowie, they'll bring up Roxy Music, and then they'll bring up Kraftwerk. Right.
What?
Oh. Yeah, suddenly you're paying attention now, right?
I'm sorry, the cat was scratching me, but you said Kraftwerk.
Yes. However, listening to 80s pop, I think Abba had the greatest influence upon 80s music. A lot of what people like about 80s is a spin-off of the Abba sound. And because I think my favorite Abba song is The Winner Takes All. It's going to be hard for Miss Branigan to beat this out. Let's listen to the Abba version first. It's a classic melody. It's almost like you wonder, did they take this from a classical music piece or maybe some medieval tune or something? Because I think I've heard this somewhere else before, but no, it's an original, a very simple but original tune and a very emotive song. So let's listen to Miss Branigan and see what she can do with it. Okay, so at first it sounded off like the same thing. We had some too much background vocals going on, and then it turned into a gay dance mix. I just don't like what she did with it. So.
I would love to be able to say that I'd choose Laura Branigan over Abba because I'm not an Abba fan, but I'm actually going to go with Abba. Something about her version, Laura Branigan's version, just seemed too fast, and it just seemed off.
Well,
the lyrics and the beat, it was just. She was singing slow and the beat was fast.
She was singing slow, but the beat was fast, right?
It was really off
it was a waste.
Yeah.
I think it was just a waste of a recording. And that was, unfortunately, one of her final songs she recorded before she died of aneurysm back in 2004. Mm-hmm. So, all right, let's move on now on that note. Round 69. We have The Who with Squeeze Box. Okay, that was horrible. Absolutely horrible. It's not going to be hard for Miss Branigan to outdo this one, right? I think that might have been even worse. she does have a very diverse voice, but it's not that soulful, and it doesn't have that much twang, and she shouldn't be trying to do soul or twang. It sounds like hee-haw or something. I just think that Roger Daltrey's voice maybe is a little more suited for the song, but it's just...
Yeah, I think I'd have to go with The Who.
All right, things can only get better when we are moving on to Shirley Ellis with The Name Game.
Oh, geez, no.
Yes, we're listening to it.
No.
Tony, Boboni, Banana, Fana, Fofoni, Fee, Fine, Momoni, Tony.
Before I play Laura Branigan's version, I want to say she spent valuable time in the studio. She had to pay her musicians. She put a whole track on her album for this. Why didn't she have an intervention like, Miss Branigan, you have to quit covering shitty songs. You could do better than this.
Yep.
Tony, Boboni, Banana, Fana, Fofoni, Fee, Fine, Momoni, Tony. That was good.
And really, what can you do with such like the world's most annoying song? I just don't know what you can do with it. So
I refuse to vote.
Okay.
That song should not exist.
Well, I'm going with Miss Branigan on that one just because.
Sucky wucky for hucky, but ducky sucky, we're lucky.
There you go.
So sucky.
Chuck,
Sucky.
Bobok, Banana Fit. Okay, that does it for our initial rounds, but now we're going to move up to bonus round number 1. Okay, so let's tabulate the votes. We have Miss Branigan with 6 votes, and we have the world, everyone else, with 11 votes. So now we are going to go to bonus round number 1. We're going to hear through Miss Branigan. She gets 10 points if she wins out if she does this. If she's able to pull this off, she has to beat out not only Jennifer Rush but Celine Dion. Can she do it? Let's listen to first the Jennifer Rush version of "The Power of Love."
Whispers in the morning of lovers sleeping. Times I am frightened, but ready to learn about the power of love.
Now we're going to hear Miss Branigan.
Whisper in the morning, lovers sleeping tight. I'm your lady, and you are my man. Oh, I've never been.
And now for
Sealion
Dio. It's a shame it's not Dio, huh?
The whispers in the morning.
She had the loud, powerful notes. But again, we don't listen to music for these loud, powerful notes. We listen to it for the song. And you can't. And during the verse, it just sounds like she's stumbling through it, like English is her second language, which I guess it probably is. Miss Branigan was interested in how her voice cracked there, and they kept it in. They didn't do a retake or something like that. I guess they wanted it to be that kind of raspy.
Well, that's kind of her thing, I think.
Voice.
She has that kind of sexy, raspy
At certain
voice.
points, she's not like a Bonnie Tyler. Jennifer Rush, I think, hit it. Because I think Miss Rush respected the song. And because of that, I think, I say we give it to her.
I would vote Jennifer Rush as well.
The final round, where 20 points is Self-Control. And so let's listen to the original version of Self-Control by, who is it by? Raph. Not to be confused with Raffi, the guy who does songs for babies. One syllable, R-E-F. Clap your hands. Whoa. Okay, now notice he's heavy on the synthesizers here. Everything's all synth. Great beat. Rap looks very serious. I like it because he means business, you know?
Man, babe, I don't know.
I like that the counter melody that is kind of flowing in the background. The doo-doo-doo. And again, keeping along with Italian disco, it has a pre-chorus. Like, Well, we'll see. We'll see. You have female backup vocalists here instead of male backup vocalists. I like the contrast. All right, now we'll watch the official Laura Branigan video. This way we can get some video comments in it as well, which I think is a very interesting video. Now this is more of an extended version as compared to the single version. What, the creepy doll?
Creepy doll.
I guess she has a thing for dolls, you know?
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
She's more guitar, more American, more rocking. Yeah, maybe less dance. It's a little more smooth, I think, you know? It's more rocking, but yet more smooth.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
Yeah. What is she singing about here? So this is supposed to be kind of dark, but she's like, she's walking kind of confident here, like, I'm proud of my dark side, you know?
What's been dark so far? Just her interaction, lesbian interaction?
She's self-controlled because she's supposed to be controlling herself, but she just can't help it. See those sex dolls in the background? Oh, is she a streetwalker? Is this some guy going to pick her up?
Yeah, I don't know if this is supposed to
Some
be
creepy
like whoa!
Phantom of the Opera. It's like a facial mask. Oh, and then we've got some gambling going on.
Well, this video is definitely better.
Yeah, and I mean, it's got this. It's very odd and surreal and creepy. It reminds me a lot of the Dead Giveaway video, you know? Because there's the tribal. Whoa. Okay, there's a difference though. Because with Raph's version, the beat kept on. And here, when you get the it kind of breaks up the song. And see, it's anticlimactic how it slows down and then suddenly they go back into it. It's kind of reminds me of Eyes Wide Shut, I guess. But everyone's wearing tights. So at least they're, you know, and someone's got their mask on backwards.
Yeah, this is weird.
Yeah, this is not like my idea of a fun time. These are the creatures of the night.
I can't tell if they want to have sex with her or if they want to kill her. Or is it a mix?
Oh, and here's the metaphorical. This is very similar to the Ultravox video, The Thin Wall, where she's walking through a hallway with arms coming out of the wall. So this does some a lot of sheets, blowing sheets in the wind, some hairy chests.
Hey, at least we can see he's human.
And, okay, so he disappears. So was he just in her mind?
I don't know. That's not fair. You don't get a girl worked up and then disappear into the window.
Yeah, that's what she seemed kind of down because the sunlight came up. She waited too long. She waited too long to achieve orgasm. So now.
Is that what this is about? Orgasm?
Well,
that's why
no.
they sell vibrators.
It's just all about tease and foreplay, you know. But then she looks over and hey, look who's next to her. He's back.
He's back.
He's going to help finish her off.
And then there's the creepy doll.
Yeah. Okay. So.
The creepy doll looks like she's been punched in the face.
Okay. So is there a message behind this video?
I don't know.
Or is it just a bunch of random cliched 80s artsy images?
It was entertaining, that's for sure.
I guess so. Yeah. It was eerie. It was worth a watch, I guess. Okay, but let's talk more about the song. Raph versus Branigan.
Raph.
Why?
It just. I like rock, but there, you know, I like Italian disco, so I think it just kind of had that awesome disco kind of feel that just.
I think Raph is. I like it how the beats kind of build up when he gets to the pre-chorus, but then it doesn't let down when they have the tribal whoa, the tribal chanting, banging, which the song "Rhythm Is Going to Get You" almost seems like a ripoff of the song by Gloria Estefan. You know how it starts with away, 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 and then all the tribal rhythms. And instead of, you take my self-control, you get rhythm's going to get you, rhythm's going to get you. So it almost seems like they're trying to do a rewrite of that. But it's different. It's different enough to where, you know, it's not like an actual cover version, which we've been through quite a few covers tonight. So I like Miss Branigan. Her version was kind of, I think she's a better singer. I like it again because she didn't oversing it. She's very much she stayed with the dark intent of the song. The song, her version was smooth, and then it was rough at times, but it was smooth at other times.
Yeah.
And silky, kind of like the silk sheets that were blowing in the wind. And I will give Laura Branigan the nod for that one. So we give 20 points to Miss Branigan and 20 points to the world, which means the final score is Laura Branigan with 38 points and the world with 63 points. Hooray for the world! Woo! Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Well, we had to get the secret word in there somehow. Okay. Miss Branigan, she does have a few songs I really like a lot. That weren't really essentially covers. The Lucky One, I like that again because it's kind of, she has Italian writers, songwriters, and producers, like for one, Harold Faltermeyer, who did Axel F, which is one of the greatest instrumentals of all time. He also produced Pet Shop Boys' Behavior, which is one of the greatest albums of all time. And so he was a presence on her Self-Control album. And I think it's interesting how it gets a little weird in the Lucky One song. Again, we have the male choruses for a moment, and then we have this robot voice. You're kind of jerked into this robot world, and then suddenly you go back into the regular song again. So with that being said, even though she didn't really win this contest, maybe she's not as good as her covers or the covers of her overall, but I still think she's a worthwhile, notable artist, and I just wish that we would see this diversity of voice. And so congratulations to Miss Branigan. Ding, 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 ding. Your prize, and what is her prize?
I don't know. A giant banana.
A giant banana. Congratulations, Miss Branigan. You win a giant banana. Okay.
All right, are you guys Fanigans now?
Oh. That's a better secret word. Oh.
Thanks for listening to the 80 of the 80s podcast. You can download more episodes at TuneIn, Stitcher, or iTunes. Like us on Facebook or subscribe to our YouTube channel. That name again, 80 of the 80s. Until the next song, this is AK-47 thanking you for your power play.
You take my